The buildings don't go away, but the owners do. And that is a quote from Charlie Munger, who passed away today. And his final warning is that a storm is brewing in the United States real estate market. And while it's a sad day for the Munger family and Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, and really the entire world, Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime business partner, had become increasingly worried about commercial real estate. And his final warning stemmed from the belief that a massive storm is brewing in commercial real estate, which could take down the banks and bring the broader market to its knees. At the May 2023 Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting, Warren Buffett stated that the buildings don't go away, but the owners do. Munger immediately chimed in. And then he went on to say that he thinks that the hollowing out of the downtowns in the United States and elsewhere in the world are going to be significant and extremely unpleasant. And he went on to add that the US economy will weather the storm eventually, but that commercial real estate will eventually involve a completely different set of owners. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger believe that commercial real estate values are getting decimated. Both of their concerns stem around the fact that foot traffic near stores in metropolitan areas are down 10 to 20% compared to pre-pandemic levels. But office attendance is down north of 30% than before COVID, at least according to consulting firm McKinney. And the report goes on to say that because of these trends and other factors, demand for office space still could be almost 20 to 30% lower in 2030 than it was in 2019. And while that's bad news for commercial landlords, it's even worse news for their lenders. Munger said in April in an interview with Financial Times that the US banking sector was full of bad loans in the commercial real estate sector. Eventually, higher interest rate, lower rental income, and resulting lower property values would likely send a significant portion of these loans underwater, meaning that the outstanding balance will be greater than the value of the underlying properties. And while Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway bailed out the banking system the last time the market crashed, Berkshire has never really actively been in the commercial real estate space. And while Munger, who is well known for his wit, was famous for saying he prefers to fish where the fish are, instead of focusing on commercial real estate, Buffett, Munger, and Berkshire Hathaway decided to fish where the fish are and got extremely active in residential property development. And they put their money where their mouth is, and they aggressively bought home builders. And their portfolio now includes sizable positions in D.R. Horton, Lennar, and NVR. According to the National Association of Realtors, there is a housing shortage of between 5.5 to 6.8 million units. And that's because there have been more households formed than homes built over the past decade since the great financial crisis. Now that lumber prices are down and there's persistent demand, investors are betting on a boom. And while Charlie will never know how the investments worked out, I suspect in the long run, our dear friend Charlie will have been proven right. And here's some of the best advice that I've heard from Charlie Munger, which he said recently in May at his final Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. It's so simple to spend less than you earn. Invest shrewdly, avoid toxic people and toxic activities, try to keep learning all your life, and do a lot of deferred gratification. Sage advice. Rest in peace, Charlie Munger.